start this off by placing a pot filled 3/4 full of water onto our stovetop, place it onto a high heat, sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of salt and bring it to a boil. In the meantime, with 1 small to medium sized brown onion, we're going to slice both ends off, slice it in half, and remove the skin. And yep, that's right, you can save this for a stock. Then with the onion sitting flat on the bench, we're just going to thinly slice. And pop it aside. Here's 2 cloves of garlic, slice it in half, thinly slice, and pop it aside. With 1 long red chilli, slice off the top and discard, then slice the chilli in half, and scrape out the seeds, and it's up to you. If you like it spicy, you can keep the seeds in. We're then going to really thinly slice the chilli on a slight angle, and pop it aside. Here's 5 grams of flat leaf parsley, scrunch it up into a tight ball, give it a rough chop, and pop it aside. With 2 grams or 5 sprigs of thyme, run your fingers down the stems to remove the leaves and save the stems for a stock. Give it a rough chop, and it doesn't have to be super fine as the leaves are already small, and just place it aside. Then with 1/2 of a cauliflower weighing 300 grams, slice around the root to remove the florets. And we can put the root into a compost bin. We're then going to slice the florets into small even-sized pieces and just set them aside. And last but not least, here's 200 grams of portobello mushrooms. Place the mushroom cap side up and thinly slice. Alternatively, we can slice the mushroom in half, rotate it 90 degrees and slice it into smaller sized pieces. It's completely up to you. And once that's done, let's cook. Place a large heavy base pot onto your stovetop over a medium heat and allow it to get nice and hot. Once hot, pour in 1 tablespoon of olive oil, along with the sliced onions, the sliced garlic, the sliced chili, and the chopped thyme. Mix that all together, making sure to break up any pieces of onion that may be stuck together, and saute it for 5 minutes or until the onions are really golden in colour, making sure to stir it frequently. After 5 minutes and the onions are golden, add in the sliced mushrooms and the chopped cauliflower. Mix that all together and cook for 1 minute, and don't worry if you think it looks dry, the mushrooms will release their moisture. After 1 minute, pour in 2 tablespoons of white wine, and this can be substituted for vegetable stock. Mix that all in well and cook for a further 1 minute to cook out the alcohol and deglaze the pot. Deglazing just means pulling all of those flavours stuck at the bottom of the pot back into the dish. After 1 minute, turn the pot onto a low heat, place on a lid, and allow the mixture to cook for 5 minutes, stirring it halfway through. Now that our seasoned water is boiling, add in 200 grams of the pasta of your choice, and in this case I use penne as it's the best suited for this dish, and cook as per your packet instructions until al dente, which pretty much means soft with a slight bite. After 5 minutes, remove the lid, add in 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt flakes, and 1 teaspoon or 10 cracks of black pepper, remembering that seasoning is always to your taste. You can always add but you can't take out. Mix the seasoning through, pop the lid back on and cook for a further 5 minutes, making sure to stir it halfway through again. Then remove the lid and turn it off the heat. Using the back of a fork, we're then going to break apart the cauliflower into smaller chunks. This part is optional, but it's definitely worth it. It will allow for a stronger cauliflower taste throughout the dish. We're then going to crumble in 100 grams of ricotta cheese, sprinkle in 3/4 of the chopped parsley, and add in the zest of 1 lemon. Mix that all together really well, and some of you may be thinking that this doesn't look good, but trust me on this one, it will all come together. Once your pasta is al dente, using a slotted spoon or a spider, drain off the pasta and add it into the cauliflower mixture. Carefully scoop out 1/4 of a cup or 60 milliliters of the pasta water and add it into the mixture, and this will help the mixture stick to the pasta. Mix it all together really well, remove it from the stovetop and serve it up. Grate over some fresh Parmigiana cheese, and you can add as much or as little as you'd like. Sprinkle over the remaining chopped parsley, give it a drizzle of some extra virgin olive oil, and then hit it with some cracked black pepper. And now let's see how this tastes. That is seriously so good. It tastes extremely fresh. The cauliflower partners really well with the mushrooms, letting off a fantastic flavour. It's slightly sweet, slightly salty, has a really nice light hint of chili, and the cheeses really transform this dish. This recipe serves 2 portions and can easily be doubled, tripled and so on. Leftovers can be placed in the fridge for up to 3 days, and it can be reheated with some fresh oil in a pan or simply in a microwave. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and consider subscribing to learn hundreds of more great recipes. Thanks for watching guys, stay safe and enjoy.